One of the biggest misconceptions in real estate today is that all homes within the same neighborhood should sell similarly. But in today's market, that is simply not true. In fact, we regularly see situations where two homes with nearly identical floor plans, sometimes even on the same street, will perform completely differently. One will generate immediate buyer activity, multiple offers, and strong negotiating leverage, while the other sits on the market for weeks with little momentum. And most of the time, the difference is not luck. It comes down to strategy, presentation, pricing, preparation, and understanding how buyers actually make decisions in today's market. So in this video, I want to walk you through what truly makes one home sell faster than another one in Laguna Niguel, and why some homes dramatically outperform competing inventory. I'm Shawn Noonan with the Noonan team at Compass, and we specialize in luxury real estate throughout Laguna Niguel, Dana Point, and the coastal communities of Southern Orange County. And one of the most important things sellers need to understand today is this: homes do not all compete equally. The market responds very differently depending how a property is positioned, presented, and eventually introduced to buyers. And the single largest factor influencing how quickly a home sells is usually the pricing, because pricing directly impacts buyer perception. Today's buyers are extremely informed. They're going to study recent comparable sales. They're going to look at active listings. They're going to see the days on market. They're going to notice any price reductions. And they're also going to look at what other inventory is available in the neighborhood, okay? They're going to do all this before they ever schedule a showing. So when the home enters the market priced correctly relative to its condition, upgrades, and location, buyers tend to respond quickly. But when pricing feels disconnected from market expectations, buyer hesitation increases immediately. And once hesitation enters the equation, momentum often slows dramatically. We regularly see homes throughout Laguna Niguel that are objectively beautiful properties, but struggle unnecessarily because the pricing strategy weakened buyer urgency from the very beginning. And pricing is not just about value, it's about positioning. One of the biggest differences between homes that sell quickly and homes that struggle is preparation. Today's buyers place a tremendous premium on homes that feel clean, bright, updated, cohesive, and move-in ready. And this has become even more important as renovation costs and project timelines and buyer expectations have all increased at the same time. Now, in many cases, relatively modest improvements can dramatically influence buyer perception. So things like fresh paint, updated lighting, decluttering, landscaping, staging, flooring improvements, and deferred maintenance repairs can substantially impact how buyers emotionally respond to a home. Emotional response matters because buyers are not simply purchasing square footage, they're purchasing a feeling. We regularly see situations in communities like Laguna Sur, Palmilla, Niguel Summit, or even Beacon Hill, where homes with very similar layouts perform completely differently because one simply feels more polished, more turnkey, and more emotionally compelling the moment buyers walk through the door. Another major factor separating fast-selling homes from the slower-moving inventory is marketing quality. Because today, buyers almost always experience the property online before they ever get a chance to see it in person. And that means your photography, video, presentation, and overall digital positioning matter now more than ever. If the online presentation fails to create an emotional engagement, buyers may never schedule a showing at all. And strong marketing today typically will include professional photography, cinematic video, aerial imagery, thoughtful storytelling, a strategic digital advertising campaign, social media exposure, and targeted buyer outreach. And this becomes especially important in luxury and coastal markets throughout Laguna Niguel and Dana Point, where lifestyle presentation heavily influence buyer behavior. Buyers are responding emotionally to views, natural light, indoor-outdoor living, privacy, unique architecture, and overall atmosphere, and the marketing has to communicate that experience effectively. One of the most overlooked realities in real estate is how important the initial launch period has become. See, the first 1 to 2 weeks on the market are typically when buyer attention is highest. Online visibility is strongest. Showing activity peaks within the first few weeks, and serious buyers are watching most closely. Homes that launch strategically often create stronger urgency. They have more emotional engagement. We see greater buyer competition and better negotiating leverage early in this phase. Whereas homes that launch prematurely, feel overpriced, or are not fully prepared often lose their momentum very quickly. And once momentum is lost, it can become very difficult to recreate. And oftentimes today, sellers underestimate that real estate is not purely mathematical. It's not just numbers. Buyer psychology plays an enormous role in how homes perform in the market today. And when buyers walk into a home that feels bright and calm and polished and well-maintained and emotionally aspirational, they tend to make decisions faster and more confidently, especially in coastal Orange County markets where buyers are often purchasing both a home and a lifestyle. And the opposite is also true. Homes that feel cluttered or dated or dark or unfinished or poorly positioned often create hesitation, even when the location itself is excellent. Now, the market responds emotionally long before buyers begin analyzing spreadsheets. And at the Noonan team, we approach every listing as a coordinated positioning strategy because successful sales are rarely driven by one factor alone. Strong outcomes usually come from aligning the pricing, preparation, presentation, the marketing, timing, exposure, and negotiation strategy into one cohesive launch plan. We analyze not only how the home compares mathematically against nearby sales, but how buyers are likely to emotionally respond to the property relative to competing inventory. The objective is not simply to put your home on the market. The objective is to position it strategically so it stands out, creates urgency, and attracts qualified buyers quickly. We want to generate the strongest possible outcome for our sellers. And the reality is, homes that sell quickly are usually not succeeding by accident. They're succeeding because the pricing and preparation and presentation and launch strategy were all aligned properly from the very beginning. In communities throughout Laguna Niguel and coastal Orange County, those strategic decisions can dramatically influence both market time and final result. If you're considering selling and would simply like a more thoughtful understanding of how your home would likely compete in today's market, we're always happy to be a resource. And if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to subscribe for more Laguna Niguel real estate insights, seller strategies, and market updates.